This week's episode, the Queen goes to sea. Give me a freaking break. And worst wedding present ever. And this is the bottom line. Hey everybody, I'm Doug.
And I'm Christy.
And this is the bottom line. Welcome.
Welcome back.
What we have here is a gray Porsche.
Hey,
What?
whoa.
What?
Porsche, we're not doing a car show, Doug.
Boat show.
Boat show.
Okay, boat show. What do we got for boats?
Our sponsors. Marine Data Solutions and Saltee Rags Screw Apparel.
Marine Data Solutions. I've got 99 problems on board.
And the internet's not one of them.
And Saltee Rags Screw Apparel. What do they do for us?
They keep us looking fly, of course.
They keep her looking fly.
Up and down the coast.
I'm too old to be fly. So listen, before we get into industry news, so we were trying to tape at Florida Marine Center, but they're doing so much work over there to get the boats ready for the boat show. It was too noisy, so we got in the car, we kind of gave up. And I'm like, well, let's just film in the car. So here we are in beautiful A1A in Fort Lauderdale. We're right there's the ocean and there's the elbow room. So what do we got? Give me some industry news.
Yeah, industry news. Actually, first, before speaking of Saltee Rags, we are getting some messages from Dave from Saltee Rags about some crew opportunities that they have.
Yeah, Dave is putting together a whole bunch of seminars for new crew to get them acclimated in the yachting industry. And did I hear one of them is going to be yoga?
Yoga, flower arrangements, everything a Stu could ever dream of.
Well, I'm not going to do yoga. But anyway, we're going to keep you posted on those dates.
Yes.
It's like right after the boat show?
It's right around the boat show, yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll keep you posted. Next.
Ocean Co. setting some records.
What did they do?
With the Yacht, 384 foot, launched, setting some records.
Largest Ocean Co. yacht, 300 and how much?
84.
And it's also the largest yacht that was ever built in the Nether region.
Netherlands, but yes.
Netherlands. You might be right on that.
For the Dutch building.
Yeah, anyway, congratulations, Ocean Co. That's a big-ass boat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a big-ass boat for the Netherlands, too.
There you go.
Okay, go ahead. By the way, I think Fedship's about ready to break that record. Go ahead.
Ooh, we'll see. More to
Next.
come. The
Crown. Why do guys wear these little tiny bikinis bottoms?
They want to get a tan.
Oh my good Lord. I'm not even going to show you guys
Keep
that.
your eye on the road.
All right, go ahead.
You want me to?
Go ahead.
The Crown, it gets a special appearance from a yacht.
Oh, I love the Crown. Do you like the Crown?
I don't, but I'm glad you do.
Okay, well, season 5's coming in. Unfortunately, got to wait till November 2022. But season 5 is coming in, and there's going to be, what yacht is it?
It is Titania.
Titania is going to be on the Crown, and it's going to represent Dodi Fayed's boats when Princess Diana used to hang out with him before the incident. And so you're going to be able to see that boat. That'll be pretty cool. Here's a picture of Princess Di actually on the real thing.
The Jonicle, the 209.
Jonicle?
Yep.
This is a famous photo actually because paparazzi. I was down in St. Kitts with her, and the paparazzi were following her around. It was disgusting. Okay, go ahead. Next.
I bet. Project Fox.
Not a big deal on Fox. It's 114 foot. It's not like this huge thing, but I kind of like it because it looks really cool. It's got two big tenders in the back. But the big thing is the owner's backing out of this build too. We're hearing more and more of this, and I'm kind of wondering if this is a new trend. Might be that the yachting industry is leveling out. It used to be like, I need a yacht, I need it tomorrow, and now guys are building yachts and they're changing them. Actually, I don't need that yacht anymore.
I don't need it.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing more and more of this.
Yeah, it seems to be a common theme.
Yeah. Next.
Oh, get this.
What?
2 men.
You want to see if we can get into here more? No.
Sure.
Okay.
Buy the worst wedding gift ever for their friends. Couple fines involved
was it
too.
The jockey shorts? No.
No, that's for the honeymoon.
What?
They set up some flares, signaling distress in the yachting industry, and they weren't in distress, so they got some fines.
So they went to a wedding.
Yep.
And said, "Oh, it would be cool to set off some flares to recognize the
happy couple."
Yeah. In the meantime, behind the scenes, what's going on?
Coast Guard's looking for people in distress. Local authorities out in Rhode Island.
Oh my good Lord! So how did they find them?
Well, these 2 gentlemen posted a video of themselves shooting flares off on social media, so they were easily found. There we go. Easy to find for the fines, $5,000 each instead of the $100,000 that they spent searching for.
They got fined $10,000 for shooting off flares, and they got, I mean, give me a break. You shouldn't be in yachting if you're not
Gosh,
this
no.
smart.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
You
You know
don't
another
belong.
sign? If you say the heads and beds are excessive, this is your sign you shouldn't be in yachting.
Yachting.
Well,
Here's
we have
your
a lot
sign.
of smart people out there.
Questionable.
Anyway, next.
Bad.
Bad.
Two of my least favorite things in the world, squaring off in South Carolina. Alligators and
Hey.
a shark.
I hate sharks.
So do I.
I freaking despise sharks. And
So do I.
You know what they say? Oh, you have a better chance of getting stung. Tell you what, do the math if you spend 90% of your life on the water and not in Kansas, because
There you
people in Kansas aren't going to get bit by a
No.
shark. Okay, so anyway,
Check
take
out
a look at this video.
Ugh.
There's an alligator and a
Chilling.
shark, and this is just not good. And they're just, both of them don't seem to give a shit.
No.
Oops.
They're like honey badger.
All right, by the way, do you know sharks can go in fresh water?
I see, I don't need to know that.
Yeah.
I don't need to know that at all.
Yep,
No.
yeah, bull sharks swim in fresh water. I got one in my pool. Okay,
An
next.
inflatable. Yep. This year in yachting history, 61 years ago, Nitwits was launched.
Do you smell that? Is that marijuana?
It's not. It's diesel.
That's not diesel. God almighty.
We are
Okay,
at the
so
beach.
Nitwits was launched 61 years ago.
61 years ago.
Okay, so a guy named Willis Slane built this boat in 4 months, launched it. It was the largest fiberglass boat ever built at the time. It was over 30 feet anyway. And Nitwits was named because the wife said, "You don't know anything about building boats. What the hell? You and your partners are a bunch of nitwits."
That's not quite it, but that
Turned into Hatteras. Okay, that was Hatteras Yachts. 10 years later, they dominated the market. They actually, that's my phone.
Dave with more information on Saltee Rags.
They dominated the market. They were bought out by Rockwell. They were bought out by AMF, the bowling ball people, and the most recent, and the Terminator or the Liquidator, Erwin Jacobs, and then most recently, Bass Pro Shops.
Bass Pro, of course.
That's weird.
Of
All right,
course.
anyway,
They do it all.
Congratulations to Hatteras. That was the first Hatteras ever built. I'm going to do a whole video on Hatteras history because it's really cool how they slaughtered
it.
everybody at the Bertram Hatteras shootout, on and on and on. Okay, next,
Crew Corner.
Crew Corner.
So a lot of questions asked from crew. What can they do if they aren't getting paid?
Well, usually my first question is, if you're not getting paid, what did you do wrong?
Yep,
And you
why
really
not?
should find out if there is something wrong. Just
Yeah.
don't assume that the guy is, being a cheapskate.
Yeah.
But let's just assume that you did everything right and you didn't get paid.
Yeah.
So in social media, the first thing everybody says is, put a lien on the boat, put a lien on the boat, put a lien on. That's wrong.
That's extreme.
There's a process. First thing you got to figure out is who's paying you. Is it the owner? Is it the captain's company? Or is it the management team? Okay? Now, the second thing you need to figure out is, how are you getting paid? Are you getting paid through your company, or are you getting paid privately as just a crew member? And by the way, if you're not a captain and you're going through your company, you're losing a lot of rights as a crew member. But anyway, so let's just assume that you are a private citizen and you didn't get paid. First thing you need to do is write a letter requesting pay, outlining what they owe you. Also, in that letter, say, did I do anything wrong? Are you not happy with my services? Stuff like that. Because you need to know.
Yes.
Do that several times. Third time, fourth time, this is important. Registered letter. You need to get that documented. And now you're not asking, you're demanding payment. Okay? Say, this will be the last letter you ever hear from me. I'm going to take legal actions if I don't get paid forthwith. Now, that normally fixes everything. Because trust me, these millionaires are not going to want the hassle.
No.
All right, now, if you're getting paid through your company, that's a different story. You can't be doing the same thing because you wanted to be a company. So what do you do if you own a company? You send people what?
Invoice.
Invoice. We all get invoices, 30 days late, 60 days late, 90 days late. You just have to keep
Invoice.
sending invoices
There you
with
go.
the thing that says, I'm going to tack on interest rate for every time that this isn't paid. You can't be like operating as a company, but then be like a crew member that's, I'm an employee. If you're a business, you have to act like a business and you have to invoice. After that fails, then again, registered letter. After that, then take legal actions on both situations. That could mean putting a lien against the boat. Trust me, when they get the letter, they're going to pay. You put a lien against the boat, you might not see the money for 10 years, all right? And if you're talking a couple of $1,000s, it could get negotiated down anyway. The letter registered is the best and documented way to start getting paid. Now, back to who's paying you. If the captain's paying you through his company, He's the guy that owes you the money, not the boat owner. All right? Now, if the boat owner's paying you, you send the letters and stuff to the boat owner or his management team. You keep everybody in the loop. You send letters to everybody. But if it's the captain through his company, it's the captain who owes you the money, not the owner. Now, here's the wild card. If you're on a bareboat charter, who owes you the money?
The charter guest.
Because he's got a contract saying that he is paying you. So the owner is not held liable. They've got a written contract stating that it's the charter guest that is hiring you, and you have to go over to him. Now, I don't recommend that because we all know where the money really comes from. I would approach the management team and say, I'm going to talk to your client because I'm going to take your client to court because he owes me money. The management team will probably pay out of their own pocket because they don't want to lose him as a client.
No.
Anyway, that's the way it works. It's sticky stuff. Don't jump all the way to the extreme. Please be diplomatic about it.
Yes.
And no matter what, usually we're not talking about a lot of money here, but no matter what, you've got to find out what you did wrong. Just don't be like, screw you, he's a cheapskate. Find out what you did wrong, so down the road you can make steps to correct that. And maybe if you didn't do anything wrong, you just strike that guy off your list as somebody you do business with. It's that simple.
Yep.
So, this isn't a Lamborghini, and I don't have a big wrap on it saying the bottom line, but here we are.
Here we are.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Christy.
And that's the bottom line. From Fort Lauderdale. Later, Gators. Oh, what do we got here?
Ambulance.
You know what you do in the ambulance? You fall behind.
Clears the
Look
way.
at that, clear traffic.